Liga action returns as we enter 2020 with the latest rounds of predictions. And we've got those coming up next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. This time we're taking a look at match day. I don't know what it is, but it is the return after the winter break, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things La Liga related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football all here under one Ruski. That's right, boys and girls. Now, of course, before we get into the first match day of 2020 out in La Liga, we're going to take a little look at the last match day out in 2019. So let's see how I got on, and both you and I got on in the last year. So let's kick it off, folks, and see how we all got on last time out in La Liga. So this is the criteria I'm going to judge both you and I on. 0 to 3, you're in the shit-face gang. 4 to 6, you're in the straight-face club. 7 plus, you're in the top banana. So let's get going, folks. We're going to kick it all off with El Clasico. Obviously, much talked about, much hyped about, but ultimately ended up all square. 0-0, bit of a snore fest in the end. 4-2 for me. Got that one wrong. Eibar did beat Granada, though. 3-0, actually, with a 1-1 draw on this one. Mallorca lost at home to Sevilla. 2-0, so all got that puppy right. Barcelona did get back to winning ways against Alavés, 4-1 final score. Got that one bang on the pissing nose, boys. Bang on the flipping nose. Villarreal did beat Getafe 1-0, actually with a 2-1 win on that one, so not too shabby. Valladolid and Valencia, the Battle of the V's, ended up all square. 2 goals in it. I called 2 goals, but I gave them all to Valencia. Leganés beat Espanyol 2-0. Actually went with a 2-goal thrill on this one, 1-1 in the end, but I think Espanyol just sacked their manager as well, so 1-1 final score. Got that one wrong. Osasuna against Real Sociedad, 7-goal barnstormer. Sociedad, my boys, picking up the victory, 4-3. Actually went with a 2-1 win myself, so not too bad on that one. Real Betis lost at home to Atlético Madrid, 2-1. Actually went with a 3-2 win for Madrid on this one, so not too shabby. And Levante did beat Celta Vigo 3-1 at home. Actually went with a 0-0 draw on this one, so a bit of a shambles there. And Real Madrid and Bilbao duked down to a 0-0 draw. Actually went with a 3-0 win on that one. So out of all those, out of 11 games, I got myself, 5, which means I'm in one of these, a straight face gang. So that was me. What about you, boys? How did you guys get on last time out? So Alia Petra, you did not too shabby. Sergio Portelo Cortez, also not too bad. Yannick Bustler, also not too shabby this week. Keaton Zermerli, not too shabby as well. Cody Cahoe, also pretty good. In fact, I think the majority of you guys did pretty okay today. Melik Rapi, not too shabby. Sherish Limbu, though, he actually had a bit of a nightmare once here in the shitface gang. Amaji Monday, not too shabby. We are QPR, not too bad as well. Eduardo Cruz also did pretty good for himself. Joe Turner, well. Round of applause for you, Sunshine. You got top banana. Ultra Omar Murat, not too shabby as well. Little Benjamin also did okay for himself. Sammy Adio, not too bad indeed. And Mival also did okay. Got a couple more for you here. Jack Harvey, though, not too shabby. Nathan Heaver, though, he's in the shit group for today. He'll get himself back into it. You watch. Abdulani Omar, not too shabby, and Mohamed Nuru, not too bad indeed. So that was last time out. That was last year, folks. That was all last year. We're now talking 2020, and these are the games we're going to take a look at. In fact, we're going to take a look at the table at the moment. So Barcelona lead the way, 2 points clear of Real Madrid. Because Real Madrid slipped up, Barcelona did pick up the victory. Sevilla up to 3rd, Madrid up to 4th. My boys are up to 5th. Down the bottom is Espanyol, Leganés, and Celta Vigo. Going down as it stands, but of course, the whole bunch of games left, so let's not get too worried about it. So next up, we've got these bad boys. So let's kick it all off with Real Valladolid up against Leganés. For me, I'm going to go with a big, fat, hairy 1-0 win for the hosts to give them the massive 3 points and start 2020 with a bang. Next up, we have Sevilla up against Athletic Bilbao. Now, these two sides duking out of the past few years. Where are we? Last 6 occasions, two sides. 3 wins for Sevilla, 3 wins for Bilbao, 0 draws this match last season. They actually played twice last season. 2-0 at home for Sevilla. They also lost in the cup to Bilbao 1-0, so it's kind of a bit of a 50-50 this one. Sevilla have actually kept a clean sheet in the last 5 of the last 7 matches at home against Bilbao. But heading into this, the bookmakers' odds on this one, 63 to 100 for the hosts. That's 63 to 100 on, 14 to 5 the draw, 24 to 5 is the away win. Bookmakers' odds on this one, Sevilla come into this 3rd in the table. Just one win out of the past 3 for them up against as Athletic Bilbao. They're down to 8th for the moment. Just one defeat in the past 6 for them, and a win for them could see them rise to 5th. A win for Sevilla could even go to 2nd if Real Madrid lose this one. But I'm going to give it to Sevilla on this one, 2-1 in the end, and again, just kickstart 2020 with a bang. Next up, Valencia up against Eibar. Valencia head into this. Where are they in the table these days? 7th. Eibar down to 16th at the moment. However, they've got a couple of, obviously not the greatest form heading into this. They've lost 4 of the past 6, but they are unbeaten in 2. Valencia on the flip side are unbeaten in 4. 2 draws and 2 wins in that cluster. The last 6, though, between the two sides have been 0 wins for Valencia, 4 wins for Eibar, 2 draws along the way. This match last season also ended as a 1-0 win for Eibar. But the reasons for optimism for Valencia, they're actually undefeated in 10 of the last home matches in La Liga, and Eibar actually failed to win 22 of the last 24 matches in La Liga total. Bookmakers odds 6-4 on for Valencia, 17-4 for Eibar, 40-5 is the away win. So Valencia, despite the form book, between these two sides are red hot favourites, and a win for them in 7th could see them go as high as 5th. The win for Eibar 16th, they could go as high as 14th on this one. For me, I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for Valencia on this one to snatch it. Smash dot dash dot and take all 3 points. Next up, Getafe up against Real Madrid. These two sides, recent encounters, 0 wins for Getafe, 5 wins for Real Madrid, and 1 draw. That draw was back in, well, that was last time out, actually, when these two sides did lock horns in Getafe last season. Real Madrid have actually drawn their last 3 matches in La Liga, which is not great, but Getafe, on the flip side, they've also kept a clean sheet in their last 3 home matches in La Liga, so they're looking airtight at the moment at home. Real Madrid come into the second, and a win for them could see them go top of the spots, with Getafe in 6th at the moment, and a win for them could see them rise to Champions League spots. That is 4th. Bookmakers odds on this bad boy, 16-5 for Getafe, 27-10 the draw, 5-6, or 6-5 on, should I say, is the win for Real Madrid. Heading into this, Real Madrid actually 3 draws on the spin. We talked about that. Getafe 3 wins out of 4, and the last time out there is a win. A defeat for Getafe. Going to go with a 2-1 win for Real Madrid on this one. Obviously, they are the big boys, and they should come out on top on this one. Next up, Atletico Madrid up against Levante. Atletico Madrid in 4th at the moment. 2 points off of 3rd. Up against Levante, who are, where are they in these days? They are up to 9th at the moment. 2 wins on the spin for them. In fact, 3 wins out of the past 5 games for Levante heading into this. A win for Levante in this match could see them rise from 9th all the way up to 7th, and a win for Atletico Madrid could see them rise from 4th to 3rd. Last 6 between the two sides, 4 wins for Atletico Madrid, 1 win for Levante, 1 draw along the way. This match last season ended up as a 1-0 win for Atletico Madrid, who are undefeated in 15 of the last 16 home matches. Whereas Levante have actually scored at least 2 goals in the last 3 La Liga matches, both home and away. Bookmakers odds on this one, 7-2 on for Atletico Madrid, 10-1. It is the away win for Levante. Bit of money there if you want to go for it. 9-2 is the away win, as the draw, sorry. Going to go with a 3-0 win for Atletico Madrid to take them all 3 points with 3 goals. Next up, strugglers Espanyol up against leaders Barcelona. Now, these two sides locked horns over the past few seasons. I've seen 1 win for Espanyol, 4 wins for Barcelona, and 1 draw. This match last season ended up as a 4-0 win for Barcelona, with Espanyol's one and only victory coming back in the Cup back in 2018 at home. So they've beaten them in the last, at least, they actually won 1 out of the past 3 matches at Espanyol between themselves and Barcelona. They've only lost 1 as well. So the last 3 has been a bit hit and miss. Espanyol have actually failed to win their last 9 home matches in La Liga, and Barcelona are undefeated in their last 7 matches. So 2 contrasting styles. Obviously, Barcelona lead the way 2 points, could extend it to 5 if they win and Real Madrid lose. As for Espanyol, they are bottom, 10 points at the moment. A win for them could technically get them off the bottom over Leganés, but we'll have to wait and see. Going to go with a 2-0 win for Barcelona on this one as well. Not great, but good enough. Next up, Granada up against Mallorca out in Syria. Where are we? We're in La Liga, aren't we? That's right. These two sides, Granada find themselves in 11th. Mallorca are in 17th. I think both in the Segundo division last time out. A win for Mallorca in 17th could see them rise just, well, they can't go anywhere really. They could close the door on potentially 15th spot to just 1 point up. As for Granada, they're in 11th. 24 points on the board, could go up to high as 9th with a win against Mallorca. Now, these two sides locking horns last season. They ended up as a 1-0 win for Granada. In fact, the last 6 games sees Granada with 3 victories, 1 win for Mallorca and 2 draws along the way. Mallorca actually failed to win their last 8 away matches, so that's not looking good at the moment. The bookmakers odds on this one, they go with 90 to 20 on for Granada. 23 to 10 is the draw. 16 to 5 is the away win. This game actually takes place on Sunday, the 5th of January, 2020. So I'm going to go with a cheeky 2-1 win for Granada on this one. Home win to take it. And again, open up the count for 2020 for Granada. Next up is my boys, Real Sociedad up against Villarreal. Now, the last 6 encounters between two sides, 2 wins for Sociedad, 1 draw, and 3 wins for Villarreal. This match last season actually went in favour of the visitors, 1-0 in the league. Real Sociedad heading into this 5th in the table and a win away from Champions League football, which is 3rd. As for Villarreal, they're down to 10th at the moment. A win for them, though, could see them rise to 7th. So very, very fine margins. Villarreal actually form-wise, it's pretty decent last time out. 3 games without a defeat. Sociedad can go one better. 4 games without a defeat. Bookmakers odds on this one, 90 to 20 on for Real Sociedad. 14 to 5 is the draw. 13 to 5 is the away win. Going to go with my boys on this one, 3-1 again to hopefully kickstart 2020 with a win. And maybe, just maybe, Champions League football could be on the cards for Sociedad once again. Next up, Alavés up against Real Betis in the first match day of 2020 for these teams. Heading into this, where are we? I'm all low. Alles über the Platz. So these two sides duking out over the past few seasons. 2 wins for Alavés, 2 wins for Betis, 2 draws along the way. This match last season ended up as a 1-1 draw. You're going to go back to 2018 for Real Betis' last victory against Alavés, which was over in Alavés. When I said this time last season, it's actually a 0-0 draw. Real Betis have actually conceded at least 2 goals in the last 3 matches in La Liga, so they are a little bit wobbly at the back. Betis find themselves 13th in the table. Alavés a couple of spots worse off in 15th. And a win for Alavés could see them rise just to 1 spot to 14th, and a win for Betis could see them rise as high as 9th in the table. Bookmakers on this one. Takes place on the 5th of January. 31 to 20 for Alavés. 23 to 10 is the draw. 9 to 5 is the away win. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. Cannot really separate the two sides on this one. So I'm going to make it even Stevens, but plenty of goals to get excited about. And wrapping up the first match day of 2020 out in La Liga. It'll be Celta Vigo up against Osasuna. Let's have a little look at this soccer, shall we? Last 6 encounters between the two sides has been 3 wins for Celta Vigo, 1 win for Osasuna, 2 draws along the way. The last time that these two sides did duke it out was back in 2017. Celta Vigo won 3-0. But in the real world, right here, right now, Celta Vigo have actually failed to win 9 of the last 10 matches out in La Liga. So they're not looking good at the moment. They're actually in the relegation zone, 18th spot, 14 points on the board. A win for them could see them leapfrog Mallorca, push them into the drop zone. Osasuna on the flip side, the draw kings of the division, still in level with Madrid and Valladolid with 8 draws this season. Not the greatest form though. 3 games without a win. 1 win out of 6 for them. And a win for them though could see them rise to 9th in the table. Bookmakers odds on this final game for this match day is 21 to 20 for Celta Vigo, 23 to 10 is the draw, 29 to 10 is the away win. So I'm going to go with a 0-0 draw on this one as well. Can't separate the two sides in this final prediction. But if my predictions were to come on in, this is what the table would look like out in La Liga. It will be Barcelona leading the way with 42 points. Madrid are in second with 40. Sevilla and Atlético would make up the top 4. Sociedad, Valencia and Getafe battling it out in the Europa League spots. Down the bottom, Mallorca, Leganés and Espanyol to battle it out for the Segunda Division drop zone. That's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. If you're new, smash the subscribe. New videos every single day on the channel, whether it's predictions, Rovers, FIFA, whatever it is. We've got it all here under one roof. So obviously the return of La Liga will be here very, very soon, and then we'll get back into the thick of things of doing it week in, week out. But anyway, I'm going to let you get out of it. Make sure you get your predictions in nice and early. I'll see ya next time. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.